reading last week, and there's a lot of parts that I can definitely relate to in the book, and it was kind of hard to get through some of them when I was reading it. But it gives me hope, if you made it, that, you know, there's still hope for me, maybe. I really wanted to upload some healthy Southern-inspired dishes, just a little bit healthier, you know, to inspire you with your fitness goals, and as a thank you for inspiring me. So I hope you enjoy them, and have a great week. Thanks. Bye-bye. Okay, so first you want to take a nice big bowl. We're going to add about 1 cup of brown rice, long grain brown rice, already cooked, and 1 cup of black-eyed peas, already cooked as well. And then we're going to add 1 red bell pepper. You can always add more, add less, whatever, you know, whatever you have in. And then I'm going to add some green beans, and I did some green and some yellow just to get a nice mix and add a little bit of color into the dish. And then those are blanched, so I put them in water for a little bit with some salt and then shock them with cold water. Then we're going to do just a bunch of scallions, about half a cup or so of scallions. And mix this guy all together. And then we're going to put that to dry. On the salad, we're going to take 2 tablespoons of cider vinegar. Now I'm pouring it into a blender just because I have time in it and I want to puree everything, but you don't necessarily have to do that. You can always just mix it. And then also we're going to do about half a teaspoon of brown sugar. That was a pretty generous teaspoon because I like brown sugar. And then we're going to do about half a teaspoon of thyme. Sprinkle it on in there. And then we're just going to mix all that together. You really want to emulsify the dressing with the olive oil, so you're going to stir it with a whisk and then just pour the olive oil in slowly at a time while you stir. So then that way it doesn't coagulate and just stay in all one place. It gets mixed in really nice. Basically so the olive oil, you know, doesn't separate when you're eating the salad. And that's that. Okay, for the breading of the fish, in this bowl right here, I have 1 cup of chopped pecans. I'm going to use about 1 cup of seasoning, breadcrumbs, already seasoned, and then I'm going to have half a cup of cornmeal, and then 2 tablespoons of fresh parsley, and then we're just going to mix that all together, and that's going to be the breading for the fish. Okay, so I'm using a tilapia fillet. They're less expensive, so it's really great to use, but if you're going to go with the traditional southern route, then I would use catfish. If not, you can really use anything else, whatever, you know, you have in your fish market that looks really fresh. So I seasoned it with salt and pepper on both sides, and we're just going to do the basic dip it in flour here. Now the technique that you should use is to keep one hand dry and one hand wet, so then that way it doesn't get all crumbly onto your whatever protein that you're cooking with. But of course I'm using one hand for the camera, so it's going to be a little bit difficult here. So you dip it in the flour, shake it off a bit, hopefully you guys can see that, and then I'm going to dip it into an egg wash. I know I should have bigger bowls for this, but I'm using what I have. And just get that covered. And you don't want a lot of moisture on it, so you want to make sure that you, let the egg wash just drip off a little bit. Then we're going to put it into our pecan mixture. Just press down a little bit because you want that nice crust on there. That's where all our flavor is going to come from on this. Flip it over. Look how good that looks. This is going to be really, really good. And there you go. He's ready to go in the pan. Okay, so the piece of fish is breaded, and we're just going to put it into a pan that's already been preheated. And I'm using olive oil here. Yikes! Burn myself. I'm using olive oil because I didn't have any vegetable oil in the house, but you can certainly use vegetable oil with this. And we're going to just crisp it up on each side for about 2 minutes each side. Whoops, let me turn off my fan so you guys can hear me. We're going to crisp it up on each side, 2 minutes per side. It should be done by then. But if you're waiting for the rest of your food to be done, or you want to make dessert or something, just throw it in the oven for a little bit and it'll crisp up even more. You can keep it warm in there. We've got the salad right here, and we're ready to plate everything, so I'm going to top it with the dressing right now. Oh, this kitchen smells so good. We got the pecan-crusted fish. Pecan, whatever you want to say. I used to live in Atlanta, and they say you pea in a can, you say pecan. So I say pecan. So we mix that Hop and John together, and then we've got our spinach salad over here, and then we're going to plate everything all up. Take some spinach. Just about a handful or so. A little bit more. And then I'm going to take a little bit of the Hop and John salad and top it off. What the heck, put some more on there. Not be cheap with the portions. And then I'm going to take a piece of the fish. I put it in the oven because I have somebody else coming to eat with me and they weren't ready yet, so put it in there just to keep it nice and warm. Now it did fall apart a little bit when I picked it up. Don't sweat it, no big deal. Relax. Don't get stressed when you cook. It's supposed to be relaxing. So just top off the salad like that and there it goes. Seriously, how could you not like that? And it's going to fill you up, and it's so incredibly healthy for you, and you will not even notice it. It's so good. Enjoy. No Southern meal is complete without some sweet tea, but of course we don't want sugar because we're making it a little bit healthier. So I boiled 8 tea bags in hot water, let it sit for about 10 minutes, and instead of sugar I just added some honey. You can add it to your taste. And then now it's cooled in the refrigerator for about an hour or so. So I'm just going to add in some mint. Fresh mint from the garden. It's actually orange mint, but that works just fine. Adds a little bit more flavor. And some fresh peaches. That's just one whole peach that I chopped up and just added on in there. And this flavor that I got, Country Peach, is really, really good. Country Peach Passion, actually, by Celestial Seasonings, because it's a stronger flavor, so you won't miss the sugar as much. So, there you go. A little bit lighter version of a sweet tea.